couple of things and shepherd a contract around the ship for a little bit, but headed home. It's a friggin' gorgeous ass day here in Charleston, so can't wait to get home and pick up my girls and head out for the day. Got a few options going on around town today, so kind of got the pick of the litter. But anyways, all right, I'm back. Well, that was a convenient spot to get interrupted, but anyways, what I want to chat with you guys about is, the topic said readers are leaders and leaders are learners. So one of the biggest challenges that I had after leaving school and going to the Navy and whatnot is getting out of that mindset that once you're done with school, you're done with school and you're off sailing. Excuse me, I can't talk this morning. Sailing along in your life, with the knowledge that you picked up as a child, and that's kind of static, and it kind of remains with you the rest of your life, and that's all you got. But you know what? I've the past few years, I've committed to being a lifelong learner, and I don't think it's a coincidence that my income has increased. I don't know, as a result or not. I mean, causation doesn't equal causality, or whatever that saying is. But if you want to increase your value and increase your income, you need to become more valuable. And the best way to do that is to read. That's the lowest hanging fruit. Like, you don't have to enroll in some sort of specialty program at a community college to get some sort of certification. And at my point in my life at 40 years old, nobody's looking back and asking me what school I went to. Nobody's asking me what my grades were in college or in high school. What they're asking for are results. What are your results? What can you show for your efforts? And that speaks more volumes than, if you ask me, a degree will. I mean, yeah, that kind of gets that starts the conversation. But if you have zero results and you've got a doctorate degree, I mean, see you later. But the point is that you need to commit yourself to becoming a lifelong learner and learn your ass off. I mean, today we can get bombarded with an overload of information, but if you do it intentionally with a purpose and with an end in mind, you can increase your knowledge exponentially compared to even 10, 20 years ago, because we've got YouTube, we've got audiobooks, we've got e-readers. There's no excuse for you not to continue learning until you are 6 feet under in the grave. You should commit yourself to becoming a lifelong learner and even learn things that are way outside your comfort zone and increase your skills, increase your knowledge, and that is going to be the number one way that you can, the number one tool, the cheapest, the easiest, the most accessible tool for you to increase your value to the world. And like I said before, if you want to increase your income, you need to become more valuable. And the number one way to become more valuable is to increase your knowledge. So, Tom, Kevin, thanks for catching this live here. If you guys are, what are your ways that you use to commit to being a lifelong learner besides what I just mentioned, reading? Are there some other tools? Let's see here. Kevin, technology. Yeah, exactly. No excuses, technology. You're sitting here listening to me on a live video, and I've got some automation tools that publish this to YouTube and also extracts the audio and repurpose this onto my podcast. So, the sky's the limit. And the flip side of this is, if you are hanging on to knowledge and experience, I think we all have a duty and an obligation to share that with as many people as we can. And that's why I enjoy doing this. That's one of the reasons why I stuck around in the Navy for 22 years, because I really enjoyed it, contributing to a team environment and helping other people around me succeed based on my experience, passing along knowledge, and essentially making myself obsolete. That's kind of where the point I reached at 22 years and decided to retire. I feel like I needed to move on to other things, and find another way to help contribute to other success. So if you guys want to do that, if you guys want to connect with me one-on-one, I've opened up my calendar to anybody who wants to set up a time to chit-chat with me, 15, 20 minutes or so. Just go to kenyanziska.com/call. And if you want to, if that's not quite enough for you, have a couple other opportunities. If you want to dive into my Discipline Deep Dive course launching on April 1st, you can just go to kenyanziska.com/DDD, and you can get signed up and enroll for that. I've got a couple people in there already. We're actually starting early for those who get enrolled early. We'll start working together and getting to know each other and bonding before the course even starts. So encourage you to do that before the 22nd of March is when I'm cutting that opportunity off. Then you're going to have to wait until April 1st to get started. But groups of like-minded individuals. Yep, coaching, reading, exactly. Just get around as much. Soak up as much game as you can, whatever media or forums that you can find to do that. Anything goes here, guys. So, all right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Thanks, Tom, Kevin, Bubba, everyone tuning in today. If you're catching the replay, let me know that you caught the replay. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, go ahead and share it with them. You can just hit the share button and send it to them in Messenger. It's super simple, super easy. And I don't think I mentioned the URL to go to schedule the call with me. That's kenyanziska.com/call. In case I didn't mention that, I want to remind you guys again. But thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a kick-ass Sunday.